Hello guys, Nexas here and welcome back to Destiny 2. And in today's video guys, we are back again to look at more of the Tuesday reset stuffs, and this week will be the very first week I think of this season, which will allow you to get your loaded question adept version. Now this is of course the normal version because as I said, this is a lot easier for people to get, and you could obviously do a GM to get the adept version, but it's only like what, 10% more effective or whatever based off mods and everything. But is it going to be worth getting the basic one? And if the basic one's good, of course, the freaking adept version is going to be good. This is the first week. I'm near certain that you can get the loaded question adept anyway, since they brought the weapon back into rotation this season and everything. But this weapon, honestly, as high impact frames go, it can be an absolute juicer. Now, I will definitely say when it comes to PvP, especially with the nerfs that are going to be coming next season to like under pressure and everything on fusion rifles, this may not be the best weapon. Again, like fusion rifles might get like a heavy nerf next season, but you can definitely get some sweet rolls. You can get like the firmly planted, you can get the Eye of the Storm and everything. And then obviously for PvE, you got like that controlled detonation. You have the reservoir burst, overflow, and maybe envious assassin. But yeah, this is going to be Nightfall reward this week. As I said, you can get the adept version as well if you do your GMs. But we're going to showcase what it's like about PvP and PvE. So without further ado, let's go in with the loaded question fusion rifle. Alrighty, so we are going to be on, of course, the spawn camp of A, but we are going to be going in with our loaded question, answering the real loaded question as if it's good in PvP. And I will definitely say, our first impressions with a high impact frame, it will be good once I shoot like that. But yeah, the hardest part of this weapon is actually timing it well enough to actually get shots off, because yeah, this thing takes a freaking year to load, but once you actually kind of get it going, you will get absolute blasts in, and you go pretty damn freaking far. Now, this does have firmly planted, so that is going to help the range out, which I did say that it's going to be getting nerfed. Well, firmly planted under pressure and stuff is probably going to be getting nerfed to fusions in terms of how effective they are, but it's still going to be a really sweet weapon when you kind of get it going, and that's a conditional finality. Yeah, shotguns are always going to be joke blows, okay? But that's the thing, these are meant to be the weapons that kind of map as high impact frames. They're never really bad PvP, but we're getting spawn camp. This is why I always say it's a spawn camp of A, boys, because this is all that freaking happens on this stupid ass map. Firmly planted for the win. I absolutely with that shot, and thank you for the free ammo, buddy. But yeah, you can kind of see that it can map and everything, and obviously when I have frenzy and everything going on it too, it will do absolutely a ton more work. Now frenzy, as I said, isn't going to be the best perk, and he actually just bounced that off a wall. Am I playing a geometrist here? Freaking bouncing off walls and hitting me with a wither horde. Normal grenade launcher, okay, fine. A wither horde? This man is freaking god tier with that thing. But yeah, you kind of have to get used to this sort of weapon and everything, how to like charge around corners and everything. But once you kind of get it going, I'm telling you, it will be insane. Ah, I whipped, and I missed my headshot. Freaking mercurial. But yeah, when you have a shotgun and everything, that's why a lot of people will just go for freaking shotguns, because it will just be a lot better. And boys, how am I back here? How is this perpetual nightmare of being a freaking A? Guys, let me out. Let me freaking out of here. Okay, we're legit just never gonna get out of here. They're just all sitting up there with like scouts and pulses. Here goes the freaking fusion. Come on, buddy. Peek me. There we go. Yes. Here's the second one up. Ah. Oh my god. Yeah, welcome to freaking the deck bliss. It would be a lot greater though if I could actually kind of showcase this and not be just sitting in freaking spawn the whole time, because all that's happening is they just keep on pushing us freaking back. Oh, give me that double kill, buddy. Give me a kill, thank you. Oh, I actually got the double kill. I actually hit both of them there. That is freaking surprising. But did this guy actually stick me again? Oh, thank God. I was gonna say, if he stuck me, I would have been so freaking sad. But yeah, you can see that even at range and everything, you will do a ton of damage. So that's the thing about these that makes them so strong, is that even if you're not getting the one tap, which you pretty much want to be getting, but even if you're not getting the one tap, you will still do an absolute ton of damage to people. So if you have a team like gone in like that, my teammate just went in, finished them off. So you will always at least hit them. If you get the load off, you hit them at all with this, you'll be hitting them for like 68, which is nearly half HP. So it is always worth getting shot off with it and like hitting people. But as I said, you're going to definitely struggle when it comes to just generally, oh my god, look at that range. But generally speaking, it's going to struggle just in the current meta right now. And that's okay. Not every weapon is going to be absolute god tier. Give me that kill, buddy. And you know what? Get this, boys. Get him. Thank you. Guys, get out of this spawn point. We're gonna flip the freaking spawn to get trapped there again. Look, it's already happening. It's already freaking happening. Oh my. Guys, I need to ask. I need to really ask. Why is it whenever someone has like a Nova Bomb or a Thunder Crash in the other team, why is it always me? Why always me? I was only one dude. There's legit 5 people in spawn all freaking fighting. And this guy thinks that, yo. Give me that heal. But there's 5 guys in our spawn all fighting. This guy goes, you know what? I'm going to go for this dude over here. Finally, a Chaos Reach doesn't kill me. You know, he actually goes for someone else. But my good God, I get solo supered so much in this freaking game. It's actually insane now. Oh, I didn't get killed. If I got with a horde, I would have been pissed. And oh, you think you can spawn camp me? Yes, this is the spawn camp of you. Screw you guys. You spawn camp me for so long. This is the revenge arc. And I ran out of my freaking super. Oh my god. Thank god my team is there. All right, there's a ton of dudes up here, though. They won't notice. And that's a gathering storm. Boys, do not freaking worry about me. I'm just coming up here. There's a shotgun. Yo, buddy. Buddy. He's got a shotgun. Come on, run out. Run out. Run out. Do it. Do it. He's gonna come on my ass. There he is. You think I'm just gonna hide that, buddy? Oh my god, no. Oh my god, I'm so dead. There's a widow horde right here. Oh, I thought I could get him, and then someone actually killed him, so it was a waste of time running in through that widow horde. But yeah, you can see the weapon itself. It takes a long time to charge and everything, but once it does, it will do so much damage for you. But yeah, I myself wouldn't be like the biggest fan of this sort of fusion rifle. Like, I don't think they're bad or anything. I just think that in the current meta right now, they're definitely not the best fusions to kind of go in with. The precision frame ones, like main ingredients and everything, they would be the better kind of ones to go in with. Obviously, these ones aren't bad, but come on, buddy, peek. Oh my god, he's got absolutely blasted. But yeah, main ingredient and everything would just be a little bit more bang for your buck. They're a lot more easier to use. You don't have to charge them up as long. Yeah, for high impact frames, they're good for certain players, especially console. They'd be really nice. But when it comes to the old PvP on PC, yeah, I would definitely be saying go in with something else. And guys, can I get a freaking kill? I was legit getting spawn capped the whole game, and now everyone is just killing. We're just destroying them now. What is this? Oh, their whole freaking team is just like freaking left. And are you for real? Did I actually hit a hit marker there? He was right in front of me, but yeah, their whole team is just, four of them just left. Welcome, boys. They were more than happy to stay here when we were obviously getting stomped and freaking spawn camped. But as soon as we push back, they're like, nope, we ain't dealing with this crap. Oh! See, lots of reward. Alrighty, so we're going to be doing a Nightfall for the PvE side of things, because this is where you can, of course, get it, which is going to be the Fallen Saber one. And also, this is going to be a lot better PvE. I think PvE is that where this weapon will really kind of shine. I mean, PvE, obviously, fusion rifles do well, but when you kind of spec into it with, obviously, I'm going to be going Arc Warlock, but so I'll do extra damage. But when you kind of spec into these sorts of weapons and like PvE and everything, especially this season with mods and everything for Arc, they definitely do come into their own. I will definitely say that the loaded question, I think it's dope PvE. The charge time doesn't really matter because you want that burst potential anyway, so it's not that big a deal when you use a freaking arc weapon or a high impact frame weapon, because you can actually charge it. And I definitely do think that you're going to do absolute work PvE for this sort of weapon. So it's got some really dope ass perks. Like this one actually is a different role to the one I was using at the start. This is going to have control burst. So if I hit all my pellets in a shot, I basically get a ton of extra damage. So if we run straight at this dude and get it, you can see I'll get this control burst on the left, and then we can obviously do some extra juicy damage to this dude over here. Now guys, I do not have a freaking barrier on. I don't even think I have anything on, so yeah, I don't know if I can pierce that, but apparently someone else has barrier champ on. But yeah, if you do want to go to that fusion rifle, obviously for PvE, then look no further. This is going to be one of the best ones up there. People will say plug one as well, which obviously is great, but that's a different archetype again. It's adaptive, so lower charge time and everything, which people might rather just for kind of quick bursting. But I will definitely say if you want something that will deal major damage and relatively quickly, this will be it. I would love though if they actually put on like a cascade point or something onto this type of weapon. Imagine just having a weapon. I know you can't get precision hits or whatever, but imagine a fusion rifle that you could just blow your load like merciless. I think it would just be so dope for the high impact range. It would make it absolutely god tier. So yeah, I'll definitely say that when it comes to this weapon, it's gonna be worth it for PvE when you get into depth version. Oh my god, I forgot that they all spawn here. But the depth version is definitely going to be worth picking up for this. As I said, you got to do a GM for it, which I know isn't really obtainable for a lot of people. And that's why I always do kind of this, like, I wouldn't say mediocre role, but the roles where it's like the default version. Because that's more relatively what everyone's going to pretty much be able to get. This is way more achievable. Because you can do this type of Nightfall. Legit, this is like a 1770 heroic. So you can do this type of Nightfall, which is super easy. And you can get yourself a load of questions. So yeah, I'll definitely say that. I'd be getting myself a load of questions anyway, but for those guys who will want to freaking adapt, this is your first week to kind of get it, and it'll definitely be worth it when it comes to PvE for something that hits hard and does a ton of damage with control burst and everything like that, because I don't even think the plug one can get control burst. Alrighty, final freaking boss time though. We should be able to kind of nuke this thing a little bit, because as I said, this isn't like exactly the hardest freaking Nightfall in the world. This is one of the lower levels, but I definitely will say when it comes to PvE, I'd be looking to try to get this. As I said, do a couple of Nightfalls this week, maybe try to get yourself a roll of this if you haven't got one. And if you want the depth version, I think it will definitely be worth it, because I think the depth version will just make this a little bit more juicier in terms of maybe going for like, I don't know, a stability master for an extra tighter spread. Or maybe you want to get, of course, extra range going on it as well. There's a ton of different things you can do. I will say though that the difference between the adept and the freaking normal one, I don't think it'll be that big a difference. I do definitely think that when it comes to adept roles in freaking Destiny right now, they're not always absolutely just cut and dry the best of the freaking best compared to it. It'll obviously be better, but I don't think you're going to be missing out too much if you get a normal version. But for the most part, I do think that this will still go in with a control burst. You can see the extra damage is just really, really dope and everything. And obviously the weapon itself, super, super easy to kind of use PvE. As I said, PvP, it kind of struggles because of the charge time and everything. But PvE, it comes into its freaking own. It's a really dope-ass weapon. We're going to absolutely destroy this. And I don't have any ammo left. God freaking damn it. This is the one curse of making use of special weapon reviews. I never have ammo. Doesn't matter how many scavengers, finders I put on. I get the ammo after. And oh, I got myself another loaded question. That's how easy it is. Easiest freaking one. What's it called? Nightfall. So I have like a what? 0.2% chance of getting a roll, but we got another roll. So actually, you know what? That wouldn't be bad for the old no-scoping with it, but of course, masterwork, of course. Kind of ass. Well, that is it for me, and of course the loaded question itself. As I said, this in PvE is going to be a ton better than it was PvP, but PvE, it actually does shine really well. This was my control burst when I was using with Demolitionist. As I said, the adept version, of course, is up this week if you do your GMs and everything. I'm near certain it's the first week. I don't think last time this came out, when it came out for the first time in a while, I don't think the adept version was going that week. So this is the first week you can kind of get yourself that adept version, but I definitely will say, adept or non-adept, this will still go in PvE. I do think that they have their own niche area. I don't think it's definitely going to be something you're equipping every single time for every single freaking PvE activity. Plug ones and everything kind of exist, and Cartesians. But I do think that it is still a very solid one. If you want something that has insanely good damage, maybe you're just doing ag clear and you need to kill some mages, this will go in, especially with control burst. Or if you want, you can go for that reservoir burst with obviously overflow, which is insane roll. But I definitely do think getting the loaded question in general is definitely worth it. I do think that this is solid PvE. PvP, it wasn't bad, but the charge time is just so long. The charge time, honestly, it's so hard to get used to the charge time. And I do think that there's just better weapons for bang for your buck. Like as I said, main ingredient would just be a bit better. Plug one, honestly, for me would be better as well, which is the Nightfall reward. But I definitely do think that the question, guys, the loaded question is if you should get this gun. I definitely do think for PvE, it's a really solid weapon. It's definitely a must get for me. I do think the death version would be nice too, but definitely the normal version, I'd be trying to get my hands on it because it can go in with the right roll. You can absolutely slay out PvE. But regardless, if you like the video, just like, and if you want to see more content, subscribe, and fantastic day, and hopefully I'll see you in the next collective in the next one.